How's it going, guys? It's your boy, Omi. It's the NBA offseason, and I am feeling really sad because I can't watch my teams play. I've been trying to substitute with some gaming and watching the WNBA and watching some other sports, but it's not filling that void. So, what I've found myself doing is thinking about the teams that I follow and how they're potentially going to be in this upcoming season and what I kind of expect. So with this video, I'm just going to throw out some ideas on what I expect out of, once again, it's my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not going to talk about too much about the team, but what I am going to do is talk about some specific players and what I expect out of these specific players. I'm going to be talking about 4 different players in this case. So I'm just going to start off hot. Just going to go for De'Aaron Fox. I just to start off, I think that De'Aaron Fox has potential to have a career year. I think that this is the first time he's going to be playing with someone of Wemby's caliber and on this good of a team potentially. I don't think this is probably not the best team that he's ever been on yet, but it's like the most talented, I'd say. It's not the best team though. I would say there were some Kings teams with Sabonis that were just really well formatted. It had some young talent. They just got lucky, for it to say the least. As I think that this is going to be a really fun year for him because he's going to be able to be creative, especially as a point guard. I feel like he's never been able to actually thrive as a pass first, and I think that this could be a career year in terms of assists, and that's going to be really awesome for him. Now, I have some expectations out of De'Aaron Fox, especially because he is an all-star caliber player. He is a player that knows how to win, has gotten to the playoffs. So I think that setting some standards and trying to hit a bar is definitely worth considering. Now, here's the thing. I would like for him to sort of thrive in the pick and roll. So I need him to work with Wemby a lot. I would love to see him thrive in that sort of space where him and Sabonis had some high pick and roll stuff, but it's not even close to the same degree. Especially because Wemby can space the floor way better. He is way more terrifying in terms of just what the pop, the pick. It's just he's much more of a threat. So you'll have a lot of space. Especially because you're left-handed. So it's going to be even more space than usual. So I need you to thrive in that space. 2, I need you to make Wemby look like an all-NBA. I need you to get him to an all-NBA placement. Because in this case, it's in Wemby's hands, of course. But I think as the leading point guard and his second hand, you have to essentially be that assisting role and that support role. So I would like to see you get these really good highlight assists, have fun with this is such a young team. You are essentially going to be the vet on this team, hilarious enough, or one of the vets. So have fun, get some highlight plays, get Wemby in the spotlight so you guys can have a bigger market and get that money up. I know you guys are getting a stadium and all that whatnot. I don't even care about that, but for you to be successful, he needs to be successful. So that's my second thing that I kind of expect out of that. Next, I'm going to go into the next player, Steph Castle. Actually, I don't have too much of a complaint. I think I don't have too many expectations out of him. Sorry. I think on the defensive end, he's going to play. I think he's going to be even better, just because he'll have a bit more intel. I feel like his verticality and his like horizontal movement will be a lot better, just because he looks a little bigger and stronger and older, you know. So I think that all of these aspects just come with time. What doesn't come with time, though, and something that I would love to see him work on, which I don't see him working on in the offseason as much, is his shot mechanics. His shot mechanics are not graceful. It's not a pleasant sight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Tyrese Halliburton's form more than I like Steph Castle's form. It's so flat. It's so weird. He looks like a center when he shoots. His placement is weird. Like, he always looks awkward when he shoots a three. He never looks comfortable. And so I just need you to start considering your shot selection and your shot mechanics, especially as an NBA player. I know you never really had to, but for someone that can jump so high, I think you have to consider that in your actual jump shot, as it is quite short when you shoot. So just think about it. I know how basketball players are when you talk about their shot and their form and shit like that. So I mean, this is broke, so you gotta fix it. Like, usually I would say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but this is broke, dude. You gotta fix it, bro. Come on now. Anyways, that's my only thing. In terms of Castle, I don't even think you're gonna have a sophomore slump for the most part, because we didn't expect much out of you in the first place. So I think that this year you're probably gonna play second year. I don't know if you're gonna be a starter, but if you do get starting minutes, I think that you're gonna make the best out of it. Your basketball IQ is very, very high up there, so I have trust in that. Now, I'm going to go into a player that y'all are probably not expecting, but I'm going to talk about Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell is a player that didn't get to play much last season. And I honestly didn't mind, because I think it would have taken a lot of shots away from Steph Castle, who ended up winning the Rookie of the Year. Either way, I know he still ended up playing around later on also. I think that now that he's on a team that's actually good and well made, I think he has to start considering working with other players a bit more. When he got on this team, when he got onto the Spurs team, they were in the middle of their tank. And I feel like once Wemby got in, he wasn't even fully bought into forming around Wemby, because he was taking a lot of stubborn shots and whatnot. Second season, he doesn't play many games with this team, but even then, he still kind of had the same sort of tendencies and whatnot. A little bit of improvement. Now, I know he's a score first guy. I know he's a shooter. You have to try your best to just be a spot up, be someone that is reliable, rather than someone that takes up shots and someone that is just sort of like someone that's going to have to take up time for them to get their shot off. I know you have a bag, I get it, but you're gonna have to learn how to just play the role at this point. There's too much talent on this team for you to be just trying to shake and bake and play mid-range game. I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's as much as I would love to see that. I think at the end of the day, there's just too many shots to have to give away for you to take like 10 to 15 seconds off the shot clock just for you to get a contested midi or a fader midi. That's it. Just a little bit of ego set to the side. You just have to learn how to get into the role play now. Like, not everybody's going to be that guy on a team. If you want this team to be successful in a role. That's it. That also applies to some other players, but I think for the most part, I feel like as someone who has to most likely, as the leading scorer at one point, I think that you should consider it. If you can't do that, then obviously once contract's over, consider another team. You are still extremely talented. I'm sure other teams would offer you. And now I'm going to talk about Wemby. Wemby, I know he's going to be the NBA's golden boy, and everybody's kind of like, oh, he's going to be the best player to ever play basketball ever in the history of all time. While I agree, and obviously I joke there, I think that he is still not perfect. And I think that something that is glaringly obvious is that there is a lack of consistency with his style of play. While he has a bag and he shows it off as much as he can, because he's very young right now, he's just extremely talented, and he kind of caught the NBA by storm. I think that now teams are kind of just preparing for that. They are already scouting. They are already creating defenses. So now, my one expectation out of Wemby is for him to find one consistent offensive move. You have to have a consistent offensive move. And when I say this, I say it does not have to be flashy. It does not have to be cool, but it has to be high percentage, and it has to be reliable. So in this case, Tim Duncan's hook shot, Hakeem's sky hook, Jordan middies. You have to think of the sort of high percentage. Doesn't necessarily have to be a three. Doesn't have to be the flashiest. Oh, I have to do a post-up move like Dream Shake or anything like that. You just use your height to your advantage at the end of the day. You are the tallest motherfucker in the universe, bro. Check your privilege and use that shit to its maximum degree. I think that if you're going to be in the NBA and you want to win games, you got to win off of reliability and assurance. At the end of the day, you can only be so flashy, you can only be so cool until a team's just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to clamp you up and make sure you can't get this like half court 3-pointer off. And you're going to get a turnover and it's going to be bad. So just think about it. Once again, it's worth considering. If you want to win games, have a reliable move. Use your height. Use your IQ. All right, with that being said, I am done. Oh man, this is longer than I thought. But yeah, I think that I'm really, really looking forward to this team. This is going to be so fun. The whole Western Conference is just looking crazy, and the fact that Houston has KD, and I get to see a bunch of Houston versus San Antonio games now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.